I, as the keynote speaker, when I was asked to deliver the keynote speech, I was just thinking, like, what should I speak? In fact, I'm not a disaster management expert like many of you. So I felt like, as a teacher or as a researcher, some of my feelings, like how the things are going to shape up in the coming time. All these days in the history, we were telling after death, AD or before Christ, these were the two demarcations of the history. But now I'm sure the whole things are going to change, and people will talk about pre-COVID history and post-COVID history. The behavioral pattern of the population will drastically change after the post-COVID scenario. Reason being, people are forced to lock down at their homes, and they realized what is freedom, in fact, the value of freedom. Also, the value of many things, what they thought, which was they were aiming in their life, and now they may probably redefine the whole things. So when we look from this perspective, I'm very happy India has handled this program in a much better way. We are in a very comfortable way now. The central government and the state government has done everything possible, and almost it is in control as on today. Let us hope the same thing will continue in the future also. We are all in this mission. In our university and with the local administration, we are trying to do everything possible. Now, let us see what are the changes which we can expect in the coming time. I believe people will react to news more often, and panic and rumors will spread very fast and frequently. You will hear more new viruses in the time to come, I mean in the future. And media always write more on subjects that people quickly wanted to read. This will be one of the major changes which we will see. And another industry which is going to really impact or hit very badly will be tourism. This will be hit very badly to almost all the countries, not just here. Probably China may be affected much more. Another change what we can predict is different test kits and masks and personal hygiene business will thrive as a whole. And we will see a plethora of new products in the market. So those who are having some knowledge in the chemistry, all of them will look into this kind of business opportunities. There will be new innovative methods to sanitize the places which encourage human interaction. Let it be a hotel, let it be an academic institution like mine. You will see sanitizer at the gate of most of the restaurant, even customer service desks in banks and other offices. It would be required or encouraged to be used everywhere. This will be a big change, whether it is a developed country, underdeveloped country, or developing nation. This is very sure. As the economy would take almost another 2 to 3 years to recover, this is what I believe, whatever people say. So these 2 years will be super tough for most of the world population, because the world will witness a high rate of even suicidal tendencies. You may see a lot of suicides and an increase in health issues and medical expenses. You will see possibility for increasing alcoholism and drugs will rise from more than expected. Another change would be, after witnessing this pandemic, there will be a decline in the urge to get an international education. Many international universities have already stopped their admission, physical admission for the next 2 years because they don't know how things are going to settle down. So there will be a decline. It will affect India too. And universities will have to focus more on online education to going forward. So we can say it's a time for online education. Another industry which would affect very badly could be stage shows, comedy shows, movies, reality shows. I'm sure all these will be very badly hit because people will avoid mass gathering for some more time at least to safeguard themselves. Because in one of the meetings, people were telling the target of this year will be not to dream very high or not to plan for the future, but to survive ourselves. If you can survive 2020, that itself is considered as a very big achievement. That is the mindset people are carrying now. So wherever people are gathering, I'm sure people will try to avoid. And maybe years still there will be confirmed data the world will have eradicated the entire coronavirus, then probably all these industries will come back. And there will be a surge in personal vehicle use. It is just opposite to the prediction what it was happening before. Because before people were thinking like all the personal vehicle industry will go down and sharing autos, other kinds of what public transport system will thrive and go up, but it may go because to avoid personal interactions, to avoid crowd, people may again start using personal vehicle. So ride sharing companies will struggle to see the expected growth in the coming time. Maybe revenue through parking may increase because everyone will have a vehicle now. Another area which will really thrive could be insurance companies of all sorts, which will see a very high growth in the coming years because all are worried about the health and what will happen. Nobody knows it. So they will try to get insured themselves and everything. Bats and exotic animal populations may increase because we can't say what kind of trend China will be having, whether their eating habits will change, which we don't know, but there could be a possibility of this. And maybe the dependency on country like China may little bit go down in the coming time, and it's an opportunity for country like India, Vietnam, all these other Asian countries to take up some business. And people may not travel much, whether it is for business or whether it is for education to China. At least that percentage of people traveling to China may go down and their tourism will really hit. This is what the tourism industry predictions are talking about. When I look at from the Indian perspective, I can say these some of the Ayurvedic and traditional immune boosting product, general immune boosting products will see a very big growth as people would want to be prepared in general, because the only option is to improve your immunity now. But as we don't have any treatment as on today, so social distancing, other hygienic things, improving immunity are the only options. If you keep the joke apart, even sneezing in public may become a taboo. We may have to tell people how to sneeze. It's every kids, every students in our universities, we may have to teach them exactly. Otherwise, when we were making a sneeze, in India we were telling either Hari Om, something similar in abroad they say bless you. But now if you sneeze in public, people may curse you. It's a very different scenario which we have to deal and teach. One of the research report recently I was just reading from UK or the other side, I was just seeing even a coronavirus can spread through a farting. So whatever we were thinking about all these natural things will have a different definition in the coming time. So wearing a mask when ill may be adopted more by other nations, as happens in Japan. Most of the people, they wear a mask and highly hygienic in Japan. So that helped them a lot. And similarly, a small place like Taiwan, they are really successful because of their all these care. And some decent impact on population can be seen after that. They call it as a baby boom. Maybe after the COVID pandemic, when once things are settled, probably you may see a big baby boom in the coming days. And most of the governments may consider increased taxes on internet data, as it can help them fight the slowing down of the economy, because all the business have gone down now, and to continue development and creating further jobs. And people say even fashion industry could be really hit. Another industry is leather industry, meat industry. All these are going to typically redefine and restructure in the coming time. So education, when you look, that's the industry what I am representing. I was just reading 180 countries are even considering to keep their schooling from home. I myself experienced similar things because my children are at home, and all the education aspects are happening as it is. I won't say it is as effective as a regular personally attending classes, but people are slowly getting adjusted to the new system. So the future of education will certainly move a lot of things into online. So this is the typical background, and parallelly I feel we all are the educated class. We have a very, very important task of behaving very proactive now and try to do everything. I'm also equally thankful.